My name is Jesse Muruki Idai. I'm from the National Disaster Operations Center, which is a national organization mandated to monitor, coordinate, mobilize, and respond to disasters within the country. We cover disasters within the scope of the DRM policy of 2017, except the droughts. Within the anticipatory action roadmap 2024 to 2029, the National Disaster Operations Center leads as the chair, with Kenya Red Cross Society being the secretary. And this is a very important document that was developed in collaboration with stakeholders, including ICPAC, to be able to outline, to mobilize stakeholders and resources in order to actualize anticipatory action within the Kenya DRM sector. As a NDOC, we work very closely with other stakeholders, and we encourage the involvement of all stakeholders within the national government, as included in the anticipatory action technical working groups, and also within the county, because we work very closely with the county governments, given that disaster management is a concurrent function. We are pleased to participate with in this activity and in the WISER project, because it allows us to come together with the county and the national teams to develop and co-develop triggers and thresholds for anticipatory actions within the counties. This is a major step that is going to allow us to effectively coordinate and take early action in order to alleviate the suffering of communities that face these disasters. And it is more important so now, given the ravaging impacts of climate change, where the cycle and the return periods of these disasters is shortening. And the last mile communities within the counties who bear the brunt of these impacts will be able to be supported and helped through anticipatory action, therefore preventing incidences of major loss whenever these disasters occur. Thank you.
My name is Zachary Musiani, working with the Kenya Red Cross Society. We have converged here in Mwingi Town under the umbrella of the WISER Kenya project, with the implementations between the three core institutions, that is the ICPAC, Kenya Met Department, and the Kenya Red Cross Society. The main objective of this last workshop under the phase 1 of the WISER is we brought together the national participants or the stakeholders under the anticipatory action roadmap, and the county participants from the Tana River and the Garissa County, to introduce to them to the new co-developed flood forecasting and also the drought forecasting products. Under the WISER Kenya, we were able to co-develop what we call the standardized precipitation index. This is one of the tools which usually guides the institutions who practice humanitarians to be able to take the advantage of the window of opportunity when a forecast have been issued by the either Kenya Met Department or the National Drought Management Authority. In Kenya Red Cross, we have one tool which we call the Early Action Protocol. For example, for the EAP, for the droughts, this is one of the documents which will use the products from the drought monitoring system to be enable the humanitarians to act in ahead of a potential hazard. For example, when the Met and the National Drought Management Authority have issued a signal pointing out that the drought is likely to happen. Then we have what we call a window of opportunity. This is whereby we work with other partners to make sure measures have been put in place to identify the vulnerable communities, to identify the risk areas, and we point out which early actions can be taken to minimize the negative impact of these hazards. Tana River and Garissa County are one of the counties which have been affected. For example, when it is raining heavily, maybe because of the enhanced rainfall, we usually experience a lot of riverine floodings. And one of the main objectives under the WISA was to develop the flood forecasting. The Kenya Met Department, the Water Resource Authority, with the county were able to develop the flood forecasting, and this flood forecasting products will enable the counties to take actions before floods affect them. The same case, the National Drought Management Authority with the Met and the other stakeholders under the WISA project again have co-developed standardized precipitation index, which usually gives us a signal like about 12 weeks before a drought starts affecting our communities. So we want to emphasize that anticipatory actions is very useful because we have a signal indicating that we are heading to a danger zone. Then we have that window of opportunity for us to make a decision for the benefit of the communities. Thank you.
My name is Kennedy John, Deputy Director from Kenya Meteorological Department, and a member of the steering committee for the WISA Kenya project. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the stakeholders and especially the institutions that have been working in this project, starting with ICPAC. We also have the Kenya Red Cross Society and of course the Kenya Met Department. This project has been very, very instrumental in its impact at the grassroots level. It is basically based in Tana River and Garissa County, where we've been actually focusing on the drought and flood. It started way back in September, and the first phase is coming to an end. But what is important is the impact that it has had with the local community, where we have developed several products for the forecasting of floods and drought. In particular, we have the SPEI, which is an enhanced tool for drought forecasting. And in this, we've engaged several stakeholders like ICPAC, Water Resource Authority, National Disaster Operations Center, and other stakeholders who are our end users. And of course, when we do our forecast for this, we send this information to them so that they can take an informed decision based on our forecast. So we look forward to the second phase of this project, which is very, very critical for the two counties. And I believe we are going to escalate to other counties because the benefit that we've realized in this product over the 1 year period is immense. So that's what I can say for now. And with the county governments, we have also engaged, and they have been very, very supportive, especially the special program for the county. So as we move forward, we are just more interested with with that collaboration, which I believe will be enhanced for the betterment of local communities in the two counties. So thank you so much. The project and especially the funding agencies. Thank you.
I'm Mohamed Buba Aden, Director Special Program, Disaster Management, Garissa County. Today I want to give brief on the WISA project by ICPAC. The WISA project, I think we have been working at the county level for the last 2 years. They have really supported us both at the community level and also our technical in terms of capacity building for the staffs. One of the things maybe I will start with the technical support for the staffs. We have learned a lot through climate information, especially how the meteorological department focuses. That was a very key for us. We have also learned, our technical team have also learned how the product like the BCI, the SPI, the SPE, this is done and there is a lot of capacity enhancement at the departmental level, both Tana River and Garissa. That is one. Number two, this something that we have really been doing immediately after the focus of the meteorology is the participatory scenario plan. This is usually done by the county and by many stakeholders who are involved in the two hazards, either floods or the drought. So, but during the participatory scenario plan, we also invite the international NGOs, we invite at the county level, we invite the meteorology department, the people with indigenous knowledge, that is the indigenous technical knowledge. And from there, advisories are developed. And when the advisories are developed, these are disseminated to the community. So the WISA project has also helped us to interpret this meteorological forecast at the community level. So the community were taught on how to interpret this message from the meteorology department and also the WRA, Water Resource Authority at the community level. So dissemination is done by both Tana River and Garissa have structures. These structures are the ward disaster management committees. So immediately the PSP is done, advisories are developed. This information is disseminated into various wards through the chair for the wards, because each ward has a forum and this information is disseminated. This one, especially the livestock, the pastoralist communities who are nomadic lifestyle, we usually never used to reach them before with such information, but currently because of the structure we have, the CMDRR, the ward committees, we are able to reach them with the focus, that is the early warning, early action information. The WISA project also has contributed in the early warning, early action through the technical team who are trained on that, and also this information reached our community. Those are I think some of the things that we have benefited from this project. And as a county of Tana River and Garissa, we want to thank the WISA project through IGAD, and it has really helped us, both the community and the technical staff. Today, I think we are finishing the first phase of the project, but we have some few recommendations. One of the recommendations is that both Tana River and Garissa, as a county, there are policy issues. We are young, around 12 years now for devolution. We have developed the DRM policies, we have developed the DRM bill and regulations. So we want to urge the second phase of this project at least to concentrate more on supporting the policy development, the review of the existing policy in terms of development of the regulations, in terms of DRM, and also support the technical team in terms of capacity. For example, we have emergency operation centers. These emergency operation centers they are not fully operationalized. So we want the second phase of this to help us operationalize the EOC so that we can disseminate such information directly to the community from the emergency operation centers, and also to strengthen an operationalization, to strengthen the structures in the DRM. Because we have county disaster committees, we have sub-county disaster committees, ward disaster committees, and the village disaster committees. But reaching them and training these ones has been very difficult for us. because sometimes like Garissa we have developed a DRM policy in 2020, but till today we have just done one review, but it's not complete. And the other thing is we are unable to reach the 30 wards in terms of training and the capacity enhancement of the community, so that they can, because the community are the first responders in terms of emergency, whether floods or drought. So I want to recommend the WISER project to at least help us in enhancement of community and reaching and also enriching the new drafts policies we have. Thank you very much.